Hey, are we live?
We're live-ish.
Ooh.
This is something new for us. This is Picker Road Sales live-ish.
How's everyone doing?
Good to see everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Well, we are really excited about this show. This is kind of a first for us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Live-ish.
Even Rhodey's saying it.
I think we just like saying it.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome in, everybody. The only thing we kind of feel bad about is we can, talk to you on your comments and everything, but that's okay because we're going to be live so many times.
And if you leave comments on this video, we will read
them.
Every single one of them.
All of them. Every single one. We love reading your comments.
Mm-hmm.
We are so grateful for you guys. And we're going to have so much fun tonight.
Absolutely.
Boy, do we have some really eclectic items. I think they've never seen most of them. Maybe they've seen a couple in picking, but these have never been offered for sale. So I'm pretty excited.
So when you're watching this, if you're watching it right when the video dropped, that's the moment that these videos went live. We timed it special that way so that nobody would get an advance shot at it.
That these items go live immediately.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me talk a little bit about what live-ish means and why we're doing this. So if you don't watch our weekly live shows, what are you waiting for?
Really?
Go check them out. They're a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun. There's no pressure to buy. If you just want to hang out and spend time with everyone, it's just a really great community. People from all over the world are taking part in this. Our last show, we had people from Australia. We had people from England, all over the United States. And everybody loves just coming in there and chatting and talking. And several people end up buying some fun treasures, and then they get ducks in the duck race.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're live-ish, you still are getting a duck race for this show.
Yes. So every time a purchase is made during one of our live shows, and it will apply in tonight's live-ish show, you get a duck in a special duck race that we do. Do we only do one duck race?
No, we do more than one.
Do we do 2 duck races?
No, we do 3 duck races.
Duck races. And the winners of those 3 duck races get $15 credits at pickerroad.com each.
To spend any way you want.
You can get something outright with that.
We want you to go in there and have some fun.
Yes.
You had your eye on something really cool, you get $15 to spend.
Absolutely. Now, when we do our live shows, we normally do the duck race at the end of the show, and everybody who purchased within that window gets a duck in the race. Obviously, tonight we're live-ish. We're going to stop, I swear.
Maybe not.
Every time you make a purchase between the time this video premieres and midnight on the night that it premieres,
right,
you will get a duck in 3 very special duck races that we're going to do at the start of our next live show as soon as we're back in town.
And that will be a live show.
Truly live. Treasures from Mexico. You do not want to miss it. So what'll happen is we'll do the duck race at the start of the show, and all 3 of the winners are going to get credits they can spend right then and there during the show.
In that show.
Yeah.
You can get yourself a treasure from Mexico.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yes, it is.
So, and this applies to anything you buy on pickerroad.com, not just the items we're going to show you tonight.
Exactly.
So if you've had your eye on something and you want to give yourself an entry into the duck race at the same time, do it.
This is the time.
Absolutely.
Get in there because literally our next actual live show, which is going to be on Monday, October 7th, we're going to have 6 duck races.
Can you believe it?
It's going to be fun. We're doing this so you guys have a good time. We want this to be fun, enjoyable, relaxing, and treasure hunting, just like what we do.
And hey, if you've never been to one of our lives before, what you're seeing here is very similar to that, so maybe you want to come join us next time.
Absolutely.
All right, Rhodey says we should get to our first items. Do we have anything else to cover?
It's easy to buy. Let's talk about buying it.
Okay, so normally during our live shows, we have a QR code that comes up on the bottom of the screen. Obviously, because tonight we are live-ish, We do not have the QR codes, but we have everything in a catalog on pickerroad.com. So if you go to pickerroad.com, the first thing you'll see is the poster art for tonight's show. You click on that grouping and you'll see the entire catalog.
Easy peasy. Easy schmeasy.
Yes,
whatever
indeed.
you want to call it. It is really fun and couldn't be more easy.
Hey, you know, every live show,
Yeah?
I have a different Starbucks travel mug.
What do you have?
Tonight is Aruba,
Ooh.
Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Beach Boys. All right. Should we get started?
I think we should.
I hope we've explained everything. Just sit back, have fun. It will all make sense. And our first item.
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh, this is really nice.
Tell me what you got here.
This is solid sterling silver.
Oh, my goodness.
This is antique. It's marked RB. It's weighted sterling silver. It's a creamer, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Boy, you can tell the sterling silver. There's absolutely no substitute for that creamy, beautiful silver color.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got weight, as I said, and it's just lovely. It'd be a beautiful addition to any silver collection.
You've kind of become the silver gal. You've
little bit.
You've got your vault.
Well-
People love those treasures you pull from the vault.
Well, actually, isn't Nevada the silver state?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to start calling you Anne Margaret.
Why?
Because she used a lot of silver jewelry in her shows.
Well, I'll take it. Because I love her. Bye-bye, Birdie.
Viva
Via
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. All right, it's 3 inches tall, and it's just fabulous. I love it.
Let's give it a spin.
It's a beauty.
Look at that.
Really beautiful silver.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right, what do we have next?
That is our silver. Oh, yes.
Ooh, are we going to Italy?
We are. Look at these. These are a pair of vintage déposé
Ooh.
made in Italy figurines.
They are fantastic.
They really are.
And I gotta say,
The workmanship.
for their age, the fact that those fingers are intact.
They're saying, one moment, please. One moment, please. They are marked Déposé Italy on the bottom, and they each measure 5 inches, a little over 5 inches, between 5 inches and 5 1/4, and they're fun. They're very, I think they're kind of a mixture of colonial and European, because their hats look colonial to me, and their little neck deals look kind of Venetian, but they're just very interesting figures.
I would say little neck deals is the official term
It
for
is.
those.
Boy, aren't I good at this? But they're really fun. They're nice little figures, nice little collectibles, and they're made in Italy.
Beautiful.
You can't go wrong. Thank you, Gary.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I'll let you talk about these.
So these
look
are
old.
These are a relatively recent find, so therefore you're getting the first look at them. I bought a fantastic grouping of vintage, let's just say lens work, because it's not just cameras.
Oh, is that the professional word for it? Lens work?
See, she's getting me back on that one.
Aw.
Rhodey's like, 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, so these are Monte Carlo
Ooh, that sounds good.
binoculars. Look at these. Original leather strap. These are true vintage. So it says right here, Monte Carlo featherweight. These are 8 by 32. And what I think is really amazing about them is the glass is pristine.
Wow.
They are perfect for bird watching. You've got your little focus knob right here. They're really they are adjustable.
Very much.
They're just fantastic for
Wow.
their age. There's some aging on the metal, but you would expect that for pieces of this age. It's got the original case with it. If you want to
All
do
suede on the inside.
bird watching or concerts or whatever
The
you might want
opera.
to do. The opera.
If you don't want the little tiny glasses, if you want to be serious, you want to see Madame Butterfly up close.
If you want to put some ink right here and get a friend of yours, you remember those old pranks?
Oh.
Yep. But
But
they're fantastic.
All kidding aside, these are really nice.
And I keep an eye out for binoculars because you've all told us that vintage binoculars are a thing that you're looking for. So when I saw that this was part of the grouping, I thought this would be a fantastic item to bring to you. And again, original Monte Carlo bag.
I mean, doesn't that feel pretty nice to be wearing Monte Carlo?
Monte Carlo.
Very fun.
And the Grimaldi family.
Aha! Now we're talking Princess Grace.
Absolutely. And it's really nice for its age. The locking mechanism is really good on there. I'm going to lock it in, and then you just click that and it opens right up.
And it's shoulder strap.
Shoulder strap for travel.
There you go.
All right. Shall we get back to silver?
We should.
This is a treasure.
It's heavy. Would you hold it up for me?
Absolutely.
This is a sterling silver
Wow.
plate. It's from 1975. It was produced by the Frykman Mint. That's way before they did mass collectibles.
Yes.
Because this is solid sterling silver.
I'm looking at the back right here. Solid sterling silver limited edition.
It's a limited edition. It depicts the American bald eagle. And boy, oh boy, is that ever Americana. In sterling silver, this is an absolute treasure piece.
It's even numbered.
It's numbered on the back. And it's just one of those pieces that can be actually handed down generational. Because again, it's sterling silver.
It's got really great weight to it.
It's very heavy.
This is a treasure.
It is. It's very, very heavy. And it measures, let me give you a measurement on it. It is, it's 8 inches in diameter. And it is heavy, folks. Heavy, heavy for sterling silver. Beautiful etching on the work. A bald eagle in a pine tree. So it's just gorgeous. So that is a treasure. I have been holding on to that until just the right time to bring it forth.
I find it great that it's the Franklin Mint, too, because, Ben Franklin did not want the bald eagle to be the symbol of America.
He didn't.
His idea was going to be the turkey. I swear this is true. This is true. He proposed that the national symbol of the United States be a turkey.
Oh, yes.
And the Continental Congress overrode him.
I'm glad they did.
So the Franklin Mint was honoring that.
That's great. The bald eagle is so majestic.
Yes.
And like our country.
Yes.
It's so majestic. And the turkey, although, quite fun and gobble gobble
Delicious.
And all that. No, I didn't say that, but it is. Mashed potatoes and gravy. No, okay. I digress. It's just not as majestic.
Not quite.
But not to
quite.
disparage turkeys. They are wonderful, wonderful beings. But the bald eagle, good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Continental Congress. Okay, so we have now, if you can open this.
May I? Yes, please.
Please. This is really old new stock. This is vintage Orlana, Orlana. They're Swiss style kerchiefs.
Aw.
In the original box. Shoo!
Achoo!
It's got
Does anybody have a kerchief?
Don't you touch it. It's got its original sticker right there. It's beautifully embroidered and it's brand new in box. And I'm guessing 50s.
Wow.
Maybe 60s, but I think 50s.
This is like this is like something that Kim Novak would have in Vertigo,
Something. It's just if you collect vintage textiles, to find it pristine in its original box and the original sticker and the little satin bows. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's something like this. It's like a time capsule. It's from another time.
Are you sure I can't just,
No, I don't think so. Let's take this away. Very good. Very good. A pretty little piece. And even the box is so great. Look at that. I'm sure that's a lake in Switzerland. Look at that. Does that look like where we were?
Lake Lucerne or Lake Geneva. It's so beautiful there. Oh my goodness.
Switzerland is such a gorgeous country.
Mm-hmm.
The people are so sweet and friendly.
Oh, do I have another opportunity?
You do, but you may not do it with this one either. This is a vintage handkerchief set from Niagara Falls.
Think about Niagara Falls in the 50s and 60s. This was the #1 honeymoon location in the world.
Look at the little lace at the ends here. It's never been taken out of the box.
Wow.
Look how precious that little lace is. It's just amazing. This is such a little treasure. My grandparents, they honeymooned at Niagara Falls.
As was the thing to do, right?
It was.
Go on the Maid of the Mist and see the falls.
It was just amazing.
Think of Niagara
So-
with Marilyn Monroe.
No, yeah, that was a different time.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is in a original box also.
The box art this is a work of
Yeah.
art in its own
Look
right.
at that. It looks like upstate New York.
Yes, absolutely.
It's absolutely upstate New York.
Can we go apple picking?
We used to do that every year.
Fresh cider.
We'd come home and my mother, my sister, and I would each make an apple pie, and my poor father had to be the judge.
Oh, darn.
But he was very diplomatic, and he said they all won.
And the last time that I was up there in that beautiful
Yes.
area, I was actually in Sleepy Hollow of the famous, Washington Irving fame.
Yes.
And
Headless Horseman.
It was Halloween time. The city was decked out.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Oh my goodness. The fresh apple cider, the hard apple cider that they were serving in all the restaurants was so good.
We're getting
Oh my
towards that
goodness.
time of year again.
I think sometime we need to go picking that whole region.
Oh, I
Can you
would
imagine?
Love to. I would love to. Well, that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Picking all of, northern New York into, the whole New England.
And
okay.
while we do that,
Yes.
we could take some photographs.
If you have Brownie cameras, you
Graceful
could.
segue. So everyone knows that I love vintage photography. I have my treasured Kodak Brownie that I got at the Paris flea markets last spring when we were there.
You showed them photos from it.
Many times, and I've got more photos coming. I've shot several rolls that have to be developed still. It requires a specialty developer here in Las Vegas, but pretty much any major city has developers.
Oh, yes.
And you can also send them off online. You can buy the film for these cameras right on Amazon.
Right.
And-
it's a thing.
And it's a thing. It's
People
so
want
much
that
fun.
retro, vintagey look.
So I have two of them here. They are in the exact same state. I've tested them both, and the shutters work perfectly on both of them. These are Brownie bullets. The challenge that Kodak had in that day
Yeah.
was to keep making them smaller and smaller and smaller.
Sound familiar?
So the one that I have is from the early 1950s, and I'd say it's about this big.
Yeah.
This one is from the late 1950s. This is Bakelite. And look at the size of these. You imagine you're visiting Walt Disney's Disneyland in 1957, and you're walking along with these rolling here. Let me show you how you open these up. You've got these handles here. You just drop them down, and
Voila. There we go.
there we go. You
Look
open
how
it up.
clean that
They're
is.
so clean.
Oh my goodness.
You can load the film in, you spool it across, twist the knob, and then when you're done, you take it out, you send it to the developer.
Even just if you even use them just, as ornamental design.
Right?
I mean, on a bookshelf.
And then lock them into place on both sides, and they are good to go. So I've got
Interesting.
two of them here, so I'm offering them both at the exact same price, and you will get one of them, or you could choose to buy them both. You could do 3D photography with them right next to each other.
So only one at a time.
One at a time. There's going to be a quantity of two in the store, so you can grab one or both.
And they're both identical.
They are.
So.
These are just so much fun. Vintage photography has become such a thing now,
Mhm.
and I think it's just so much fun. I've always been into it, all the way back to when I was a teenager. I was getting old cameras and having fun with them, restoring them. This isn't the only one I have tonight. You'll see another one later that's really special.
And it's interesting because people want to have their cell phones. They love this new convenience. Anywhere you are, snap a picture. But this is fun. This is extending it out and having the best of both worlds.
Indeed.
All right. Thank you, Gary.
Do you remember, obviously you remember, that incredible sale where we found the Conquistador stirrup that Mark Hall Patton looked at?
And has since been sold to
Mhm.
one of our lovely, lovely viewers.
Do you remember the sale where Gary found the lucite horse?
Oh, yes.
The centerpiece of Gary's glow glass goal.
Right. It is available on pickerroad.com right now.
Well, at that sale, I found two fantastic pieces of military history.
You did.
Look at how clean this is. This is a World War II era Berkshire Deluxe Navy cap. This is in fantastic condition
It
for its
really
age.
is.
It's unbelievable. It's got its original cardboard band in here with the staples. It's double tagged and it's got the plastic in there too, which is keeping this nice and firm. It's in just fantastic condition. So that's
amazing.
One of our pieces that we're offering from there. And then our other one a little bit later, because we have the Air Force.
Ooh.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder. This one is really fantastic. This is an officer's cap. It's in exquisite condition. Look at the brim and how clean that is. This is also a Berkshire Deluxe. It shows you how prolific they were.
Right.
But this is quite a few years later. As you can see,
look how clean
it's never been used. You would a serviceman would put their name and information in that spot. This is a size 7 5/8, and it is just exquisite. Fantastic. Do you know anybody who collects military history? Anybody who was in the Air Force?
Mm-hmm.
This is just beautiful. The emblem is absolutely fantastic.
It really is.
All right. Thank you
Nice
so
one.
much.
Nice
What do we
one.
have next?
That is beautiful. All right. We have a David Frykman. I always have trouble saying it.
David Frykman.
This is his famous, The Lighthouse Keeper.
Ah.
It's a very famous piece of his.
Look at how
It's from
whimsical this is.
1996.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful vintage sculpture. Look at the little lighthouse guy and the lighthouse. I love lighthouses.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, of course, is Round Island Lighthouse.
You guys
right
saw
off
that?
of Mackinac Island, right near the Grand Hotel. And this is a beautiful lighthouse.
I love how whimsical the house is.
It is.
And look at how well maintained it is with the little flowers in their flower pots on the windows.
It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful piece. It's in beautiful condition. It measures, it is 10 1/4 inches tall. It has all of its markings. I'll let you hold it. It's got a seal on the bottom, and it's a beautiful piece. I really like it. It's whimsical.
Now for you,
Yes.
lighthouses are Round Island somewhere in time, Mackinac Island. For me, lighthouses are Pete's Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've always loved Candle on the Water
Mm-hmm.
when she sings it up on the top there. And
I love that.
This reminds me of Mickey Rooney because he was the lighthouse keeper in that movie.
That was when he was little. That was his favorite movie.
Yeah, still is one of my favorites.
Right.
It's a great movie.
You moved on to Jurassic Park.
Well, that's the movie that inspired me to be a filmmaker. But
That's
Pete's,
true.
Pete's Dragon has a great sense of wonder to it, a great cast, Jim Dale, and just all those red buttons, all those fantastic actors from the 60s and 70s.
Wonderful.
Shelley Winters. I mean,
Just wonderful.
yeah.
And so that's the Lighthouse Keeper. Ooh, it's heavy too.
It's got nice
This
weight.
is good. Well, though, if you know collectibles, he's a very big name in that space. He does really beautiful work. So we're moving to a totally different direction.
Shoes.
Shoes, I tell you. Now,
Look at
I
these.
never, ever. I mean, the last time I think I sold shoes, I sold a pair of turn of the century Russian beaded slippers, dance slippers, and I actually sold them to a museum in Moscow. So I am very picky, but these are absolutely incredible. They are a designer named Goody, Goody. These are brand new. Of course, that's the only way I would sell them. These are brand new. They are a size 8. They are beautiful, pristine black suede. They're beautiful green color on the inside. They're satin. These are handmade flowers. This is haute couture slippers. And these are not slippers like, I'm going to get out of the pool and put on slippers. These are almost like ballet slippers. These are something that maybe you slip into when you want to be extremely fancy.
Yes.
Definitely at home. These are indoor pieces, but they're gorgeous and they are absolutely brand new, totally pristine and so soft. Oh my goodness. They are so cushiony. And you have one pattern on the one side and one pattern on the other side. Look at the leaf detail even in here and the beautiful green velvet. These are gorgeous.
And it looks like there's a whole nother pattern on the inside
There
as
is.
well, kind of a polka dot.
Amazing.
That's really wonderful.
And again, they're a size 8. But if you had even a little bit smaller, because they're gathered at the back with a little bit of elastic, you might be able to do it.
Hmm.
And they're so cushiony. It'd be like walking on pillows.
Ooh.
And they're very fancy.
I want to walk on pillows.
But you don't want to walk in these. These are for girls. They're beautiful. Absolutely. And of course, the goodie label is right on the inside.
Are they my size?
Almost. But they are beautiful. And the roses are just the sweetest touch.
Hmm.
Designer slippers. Thank you, Gary. Can you tell I really love those? Those are beautiful. And next we have, whoa, this is so special. This is the Mary Frances beaded designer handbag.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This is a work of art.
Oh my goodness.
Let us go through this piece.
Look at this. I'm going to spin it around.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is all hand beaded. This is, she's a designer. This is a hard shell purse, but it's got soft material. Look at the sheen on this. And it's soft. Look at the cushion, but it's hard underneath. Look at the beadwork on the clasp. It's absolutely gorgeous. You open it like that. It's got some leather right here. And then inside, you have the designer label from Mary Frances. This has never been used. It has its original tag that was off of it. It's probably a gift. And it is inside is the softest kind of velvet. Mary Frances label on the inside, and this beadwork. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this. Look at the handle. This is as haute couture as you can get for this kind of beadwork bag. Look at the flower right here. Look at the beads. Look at these charms hanging down. This is so gorgeous. This is just one of the most beautiful designer bags I've ever seen. They really, it really is a beautiful piece. Look at the detail on the bottom. There's not a bead unturned in doing this quality. And here is your designer hang tag in metal, Mary Frances. And this is just, would you hold it up? This is just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful statement piece of a bag. It really is. It's absolutely gorgeous. The colors, pinks, blues, greens, florals, leather accents. It's stunning.
You pulled out all the stops on these.
I love this. I have held on to this for so long. It's been wrapped up, stored away to bring out at just the right show, just the right time. And I thought this would be fun because this is something that I've never offered for sale before. And that's what live-ish is all about. So thank you, Gary. I should give you a measurement. It is approximately 10 inches long. So you could probably get a cell phone in there and little necessities, maybe a little handkerchief or a lipstick. But this is definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Thank you so much, Gary. And talking about handkerchiefs,
Ooh.
Here we go. No, still can't do it.
Okay, I stopped that one.
Okay. This is a little grouping I wanted to bring out. Look at the embroidery. These are all cotton. They're so delicate. They're so thin. Look at that. You can see right through them. Isn't that gorgeous? With this beautiful embroidery on it. There are 1, never used, with original tags, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful cotton handkerchiefs with this embroidery. They are so delicate and beautiful. Also, I'm doing this as a grouping. These are beautiful little, look at these doilies. You have a little one, a medium one, and a large one.
This one's just right.
These almost look like, and I could be completely wrong, they almost look like Texas bluebonnets. But they, whatever they are, they're a blue flower, and they're absolutely adorable, beautiful. And you have 3 sizes. And finally, look at this embroidered piece. How stunning. Can you take that side? How stunning is that? Isn't that sweet?
Wow.
It's just so bed and breakfast or just so cottage core. You could just put that in so many different uses. There's a little tiny wear right there, but that didn't bother me because this is what's so beautiful. And they're in such good condition. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm offering the entire grouping as all one price.
It's a collection.
It's a collection of just very lovely and very delicate vintage textiles.
Yes. Now this
the guys are putting up with me. This is so much girl stuff.
This next one, though, I think is so cool because
fun.
It's so hard to find true new old stock from this era. Look at this. This is so old.
This is a vintage 1950s Wolverine. That's the name of the company. Nothing to do with
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. This is the vintage 1950s Wolverine tin toy canister set.
Wolverine's supply of Pittsburgh, PA.
PA in its original package.
Can you believe that?
Look at this.
I'm gonna flip this around. Look at this.
It's got its original price on it.
49 cents.
You can't get gum for 49 cents anymore.
That means that it's like 12 cents per canister.
But aren't they precious? And they're, I saw some examples that were saying it was 40s, probably late 40s, early 50s. But I was leaning towards 50s because it's showing the stars. And we started more thinking about space, even though when we got to the 60s, wasn't there some stuff going on in the early 50s?
Early space age.
Early space.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be 40s.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gone at the majority of the examples were listed as 50s.
Yeah.
But is that something in its original packaging?
That's really
and
cool.
look at the condition of this up here.
Yep.
For people who are collectors of items like this, original toys or whatever, to have even this paper, which is meant to be just ripped off by kids or whatever, to have it in such pristine condition. I mean, it's amazing. It really is.
And we say this all the time, that good sales beget good items.
Right.
And you can tell when good items come from a sale that there are going to be other good items. This came from the sale where I got that incredible 1906 Rand McNally Atlas set.
Oh, that's right.
Where I have converted it into numerous framed pieces because the map art is so beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah.
They had a lot of beautiful treasures there.
Great treasures, vintage Vegas items.
We've
stuff
sold all of it.
from the sands.
The only reason this isn't sold is I had it tucked away for just the right time. This was a very special piece in its original packaging. It's flour, sugar, coffee,
And tea.
And it's just amazing to have it like that. It's a time capsule. It really is. Thank you so much, Gary. Okay, what do we have next?
Hey, do you remember that incredible sale just a few weeks ago?
I do.
Where we drove 80 miles in each direction just for one estate sale?
I do.
This is one of the treasures that I found there. So, this is an original mint condition sheet of Elvis Presley 29-cent stamps, which were released in 1993.
Oh my goodness.
What's really special about this is that the artist named Brian Morger out of Great Falls, Montana,
oh my goodness,
has created this stunning art piece of Elvis over the Elvis stamps. This is numbered 87 out of 150. It is hand-signed and numbered by him, and it's got all of the information on the back here. It's been properly mounted, and it is ready to be framed right here on this board.
It's completely sealed.
It's completely sealed. It's in absolute mint condition. The title of this piece is 50s Rocker. And it is numbered out of 150. It's 87 out of 150. It's got all his information on the back, and it's just a really fantastic piece.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anybody Elvis fans? Me.
Oh.
Oh man, that is beautiful.
Yes. So I thought this would be a good one to lead into some vinyl.
All right.
All right.
Nice segue.
That same sale, we drove all that way. I acquired some of the best vinyls I have ever found in all my years of picking. So I'm going to offer multiple lots. You can go into the catalog and you can see all of them. Some of them are groupings, some of them are solos. Like, for instance, the Velvet Underground produced by Andy Warhol. This
You
has
just don't
become
find this.
this has become one of the most sought after vinyls on the market. So if everyone knows, Andy Warhol produced this for the Velvet Underground, and he created the artwork on the cover, which is a big yellow banana that would stretch all the way up from here down to here, and you could peel it off, and it was a sticker that you could slap on your wall. So these records are called 3-state records, very similar to the Beatles' famous Butcher album. We've talked about that on the channel. So a first state is the original banana in perfect condition, mint condition, clean white, all of that. Those are worth thousands. Then we get to this, which is called a second state, where you have portions of the banana remaining on it. This one is priced accordingly for their value. And then you have the ones where there's absolutely no banana left, or it's ripped, in bad condition, anything like that. Those are affordable for the beginning collector. This one is an absolutely fantastic second state example. The record itself is so clean. You could play it. You can listen to it. All of the inserts are included. It's really fantastic.
I mean, it says produced by Andy Warhol.
Right?
Come on.
Can you believe that?
Yes. You don't find these. Look, you guys know we are picking every week. I was going to say every day, almost.
Almost.
We don't find this. You can't find this only when it's let loose in collections, and that's what happened here.
And of course, you have to be careful because they have reproduced that since then. Since the 2000s, they've reproduced variations of it. They always make sure to very clearly state the years in which they were produced.
Right.
This is an original. An original.
Just don't find it.
Then we've got 2 of Madonna's top albums. We've got True Blue and Like a Prayer, 2 of Madonna's top albums. You got Papa Don't Preach, you've got White Heat, you've got Like a Prayer, all of the great hits. Cherish is on here. So
beautiful.
I'm pairing these together, and all of the vinyls that you purchase from Picker Road are shipped in a special hard vinyl mailer specifically designed for these. So they are protected. We've got Heart.
Oh,
you cannot beat Heart. I was very fortunate to get to see Heart play in Seattle on New Year's Day this year. When we were up there picking our Pacific Northwest trip, they were the first intermission break band for the Winter Classic between the Seattle Kraken and the Vegas Golden Knights. So this is Dreamboat Annie. It is thick. It's in great condition. This
Magic
is
Man.
Magic Man, Crazy on You, Dreamboat Annie. I mean, this is hit after hit on here. Classic Heart in fantastic condition
by
for
Mushroom
its age.
Records.
This is 1976.
Wow.
And it's in such good condition. All right, I'm going to need your help with this one.
Okay, what do you need?
This is a 4-pack that you're getting here. So we've got Journey. Don't stop believing. Okay, so this one is completely sealed. This
my
is
goodness.
Raised on Radio, which I believe is their most recent album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is completely sealed, never been opened,
Wow.
in the plastic.
Love it. Look at the graphics alone. You could frame that.
You know what I love about Journey? One of the things I love about Journey is the graphic art. So I'm going to have you hold these two. You can hold these up.
Absolutely.
So this one here, we've got, this is the self-titled album, Journey. Wheel in the Sky, Something to Hide. Oh my goodness. So many hits on here.
Beautiful. Again, the graphics.
Got that one. We've got Evolution.
Steve Perry, his voice.
Steve Perry. Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin', City of the Angels. So many hits on here. And then we've got Escape, which is the album because it starts with Don't Stop Believin'. So you're getting all the hits of Journey in one lot here, all 4 of them. One of the things that I love about Journey is their the artwork and their reverence for history too. Do you know that one of their album covers actually uses the same backdrop banner that was used in the movie Forbidden Planet for the alien landscape that Anne Francis was living on?
Oh my goodness.
And they just discovered that backdrop. I was reading about that in the news this morning. They discovered that backdrop and they've restored it, and it's going into a museum down in LA and you can see it.
My goodness.
All right, so we've got a lot of 4 journeys with all of the hits.
Oh my goodness.
Join the journey. We've got the very best of the Doors. This
Oh
is
my
a classic.
goodness.
This is a 1973 pressing. So we've
It
got.
looks like it's brand new.
I know. Can you
It's
believe the
gorgeous.
condition?
That's it. It came out of a highly respected collector's collection.
All the hits. Hello, I love you. Light my fire. Love me 2 times. Love her madly. Riders on the storm. People are strange. Who do you love? Soul Kitchen. This is the Doors right here. Look at
My
this.
goodness.
Beautiful condition. Ready to play. Ready to frame any way you want it. Last but not least, one of U2's greatest albums, Rattle and Hum. This
my
is a
goodness.
super thick vinyl.
Oh
I
my
believe
goodness.
it's a 2-discer, and it's in just exquisite condition. This is, I want to say, this is late 80s, early 90s.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just in fantastic condition. So
Oh.
many great ones. They did a lot of covers on this one. They've got the cover of All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix.
Bono, The Edge, all here.
Yep.
Beautiful vinyl. And vinyls are so hot now.
Right?
Oh my goodness, they are so hot.
Personally, I agree. They sound better. They
It's
just sound
amazing.
better.
It's beautiful.
So that is
That's
all of the
quite a collection.
super high-end vinyls from that sale. I've been waiting to offer them. I really wanted to make sure that they got to you guys. And we've got the specialty vinyl mailers. So you can go check them out at pickerroad.com right now.
Absolutely. Can you guys kind of see a trend? We kind of are bringing out all our super special treasures that we've kind of had hidden away and for just the right time. Because when you're doing live-ish, you want to have super special things to thank you guys for coming and hanging with us.
Now, while you're listening to this fantastic music, you might want to mix yourself a cocktail. But what if you don't have the recipe?
Well, right here, there's recipes.
I love this. This is vintage Libby glass, and this is a shaker, mixer, stirrer. So it's got all your ounce measurements.
Okay, so it's got daiquiri.
Oh, you're going to go that way. Okay.
Oh, you do it.
All right, I was going to start on this end.
Okay,
We got
he's very methodical.
Gibson, Martini, Tom Collins, daiquiri, Bacardi, Manhattan, and whiskey sour. And it lays them all out, so it makes it super easy for you to get that recipe in there.
Look at that.
And this is really strong glass, so what you can do is you could take one of those metal shakers, put it on top, and then shake, 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 pour.
Oh my goodness. So if you wanted to make, let's say, a Manhattan, it's 1 ounce of
sweet vermouth, 2 ounces of whiskey, 2 dashes of bitters, stir with ice, and add a cherry.
Add a cherry. That's the part that sounds good to me. How fun. And it's got, the Libby mark on the bottom.
Your classic Libby L right there. And it's just a really fun piece of vintage barware. I saw this when I got this. I immediately thought of Mad Men.
It is.
Mixing a dozen cocktails a day. You're not drinking them. You're mixing them.
But very fun. Very fun piece for any bar.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, it's heavy, too. Quality like they used to make, huh?
And I'm going to give you the vinyls, too. Here we go.
All right. Thank you, Gary. Okay, next. This is something super special.
Oh.
This is an Isabella Fiori designer bag.
You found this in Santa Barbara.
I found this in Santa Barbara.
Channel had just started.
A long, long time ago. And I have been holding on to it. This is absolutely gorgeous. They sell, I don't know if they still do, but they sold Isabella Fiori in Nordstrom's.
Ooh.
And they start at $300 to $400.
Oh my goodness.
The Isabella Fiori name is very, very well accepted, and her work is beautiful. And this is the actual designer bag. Would you hold up the straps for me? There are totes that are just open, and they have this particular design on it. But this is the bag, and a little more expensive than the tote. I have it extremely well priced for this piece. Look at the beadwork.
Are you getting the sparkle off of that?
Can you turn around the other side?
Look at that.
It's got beautiful carry through on both sides, and now open it up. It's so nice. Her bags are such quality. Look at the inside of that. You've got her label. This looks like it's never been used. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was first introduced to this designer by my dear mother. She bought me a very beautiful Isabella Fiori that I have and I treasure to this day. And I wear it for special occasions. And this is a really beautiful piece. It's soft. It's so well made. And
I love the imagery too. It looks like
Yeah.
1950s Rome.
it is. It's
It's
just
like something out of,
it's just
Roman holiday.
fun. It's just fun. It's a fun piece. It's a beautiful bag. You can carry a lot in it. You can get a lot in there. You can carry it as a handle bag or as a shoulder bag. And so you've got a lot of versatility with it. Just to give you kind of an idea, it's about 10.5 inches in height. So it's a good size bag. And that's it. It's beautiful.
You know who likes high fashion?
I do. I think I do. Rhodey. Well, Rhodey, this bag is a little bit big for you, but if we find a small one,
I'll fit inside it.
you'll do. And that is the Isabella Fiori. Absolutely beautiful. And switching gears, notice gears.
Aha!
Nice segue. I'll let you hold that up.
This is pretty cool.
That
Vintage.
is a very, very nice. It's a vintage Greyhound Van Lines glass trinket dish. And it's great advertising. If people collect advertising, if you collect things to do with Greyhound, if you collect truck items.
It is so clean for its age.
It really is.
That's what struck me when you first found it. Now, this is specifically
Beautiful condition.
This is specifically advertising Mountain Lake Terrace, Washington.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
How
so cool.
items travel. Because I got that in Santa Barbara, I
think
believe.
so, yes.
So very, very interesting. But the graphics on it are pristine. Absolutely beautiful graphics. How fun. It's just a fun vintage piece. Probably by the phone numbers, I would guess 50s.
Yeah, because it's the dash 6-digit, 5-digit numbers. It's like Glenn Miller, Pennsylvania 65000.
But there's let me give you a measurement on this. This is 8 inches long. Nice size. So just a fun piece of advertising memorabilia. Now I'm going to let you take this.
This is one of my recent big finds, and I wanted to offer it to you guys first.
Yeah.
So as you saw in a recent episode, we went to a sale here in Las Vegas, and the gentleman running the sale was the head set designer on the show Dexter, very popular Showtime television series with Michael C. Hall. He actually had the original prop door to
Yes.
Dexter's apartment in his garage.
Yes.
He worked on some of the most iconic movies
One
of
of
the
my
1980s.
favorites, Far and Away.
And one of my favorite thrillers of the time, The Hunt for Red October, starring Sean Connery.
Far and Away with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
I mean, you're talking major films this guy worked on.
He was
but
very nice.
He was also a big Lakers fan, and he kindly sold me 2 autographed basketballs that he got in person at Lakers games in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is signed by the one and only Magic Johnson. My goodness.
There it is.
Oh my goodness. This is Magic
There it
Johnson.
is.
It's an original Rawlings ball, boldly signed in silver. He's got number 32 on there.
Magic Johnson.
It's exquisite. And this is and the crazy part is this isn't just for basketball fans, because now Magic Johnson owns the LA Dodgers. So technically, if you're a baseball collector, you could want this too.
Crossover collecting.
Crossover. It's
Magic Johnson?
It's really fantastic.
Really?
I mean, talk about an iconic name. You know who else is pretty iconic?
Yes.
Karl Malone.
A little bit.
Switch it out. Don't
All
dribble.
right. Don't dribble it, Gary.
This one is also signed by Karl Malone.
He got it in person.
In person, Karl Malone is a Hall of Famer, of course, and it's a gorgeous signature. They call this the sweet spot for a reason. It is a vintage Spalding. It's the appropriate age, as you can see. It's just in exquisite condition, and the signature is so bold, you can see that it's been taken care of. This would make a phenomenal piece. You can very easily get a glass cube with a pedestal base.
They sell them on Amazon.
And have it right there like that.
And you know what else? Christmas is coming.
Yes, indeed.
Do you have sports fans? These are pretty amazing.
And because I want to thank you all so much. I am offering them for a lot less than they go for if you go to one of those sports memorabilia shops and you get them.
Just a little bit. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
a lot. But that's also why we want you guys to come to pickaroad.com. I told you this was going to be an eclectic show. So we really have a broad range of interest here. And again, these make incredible gifts for fans of the Lakers.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
If you give somebody this as a gift, it's a slam dunk.
Grown. I need a drum set.
I'm sorry, am I dribbling?
These are great. Okay, what's next?
Now I have my last camera from that incredible camera lot, and I feel like I saved the best for last. Can you tell already that this is old? Look at the case. This is very old. This is extremely desirable in the camera collecting world. I was so excited when I found this. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what we have here. This is a 1930s Argus Model C.
Oh my goodness.
So Argus Model C3 is from the 1940s and 50s, and that's considered an incredibly reliable, it's called the brick, because you can take it anywhere and it'll survive anything. They're heavy, they're sturdy, they will protect your film. They're just really phenomenal cameras.
Amazing.
This is the precursor to that. And look at the condition that it's in. It's in exquisite shape. I have not run film through it, so this is being sold untested. But what I can tell you is, listen to this. Do you hear that? Perfectly clean mechanism.
And
it takes photos, as far as I know. It can load the film. I've opened it up. It is actually screwed into this case, so you could unscrew it and take it out. I'm not going to do that, but it's in exquisite condition for its age. This is 90 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And with it, who remembers this? I think this is so cool because...
Now, does that flash go in this camera?
I don't know if this one will work on this particular model, but it is an Argus, so I'm offering it along with it. Get ready for this.
Look at this.
It's an original telescoping flash, and it clicks in like that.
A little different than an iPhone.
Screw in your
bulb.
Your bulb. Take the photo, and then take a handkerchief and unscrew it because it's hot.
It's like Rear Window.
And yeah, it's like Jimmy Stewart. Click.
Oh, that's amazing!
It's so cool, isn't that amazing?
It looks like
and it's actually got
a satellite dish.
It's got two settings because that's for wide, and then it goes in tighter for close up.
And then, what will they think of? Good God, Miss Agnes, what will they think of next?
And then it just closes up like that. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that amazing?
They don't make it like this anymore. And it is just two wonderful pieces of vintage Argus photography. If you know anybody who likes photography, this would be a great addition to their collection, and it may very well shoot film. You could
it's a rare camera.
Take it out on the road and see what kind of pictures it takes. Obviously, the glass would need a nice cleaning, just like how I restored my Kodak before I took it out. But it's just such a treasure. And to have the case, the flash, everything, it's just really amazing.
You don't come across these every day.
I do not. I have been buying and selling cameras my entire adult life, and I have never come across an Argus Model C.
A Model C, and from the 1930s.
Yes.
There you have it. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my. This is why they call it the brick.
It's heavy.
Feel that. That's so heavy. And you have your fabulous little flash. My goodness. And this is a little bit heavy too. For lucite.
Ooh.
This is a vintage. It's signed. It's Ronald Fox is the artist. Very, very popular. It's lucite. It's a mouse and mushrooms, and it's a paperweight.
Oh, I see them.
And you see his signature?
I see the little mice.
And little mushrooms.
And the mushrooms.
And you see his signature right there.
There we go.
It's R. Fox. Oh, it's just Fox, actually. 75. So this is from 1975. It's 49 years old. And it's in beautiful condition.
This
it's
is
lucite.
Intaglio,
Intaglio, the way he does it. And he's very popular. And it's a darling little vintage paperweight. Really nice. Let me give you a height on it. It is 3 inches tall by 4 inches wide. And it's really fun. It's a fun little piece. Beautifully done, great condition. I mean, that's almost 50 years old.
Can you believe that?
Amazing. Beautiful work. Nicely done, Ronald Fox.
Ooh, this purse is amazing.
This, I've been holding on to this too. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I'm going to have you open it for me. Long chain.
Look at that.
This is a vintage Sajai. Sajai from India. There's a piece of paper in here that tells you about it. If I can get that out. There we go. It is the work. This is worth reading.
Yes.
The work on this evening bag is known as Sajai. Forgive me if I'm saying that incorrectly. Sajai literally translates into English. It means to decorate or to beautify. The bag has been decorated with small findings, each piece separately hand decorated, and it is crafted and welded on with a metal sheet.
Wow.
Look at this. Do you see what I'm showing you?
I do.
One bag takes one craftsman at least 4 days to make.
Oh
4
goodness.
days. It is studded with natural agate mined stones from the western coast of India.
Look at the size of this one on back.
It's absolutely incredible. Look at this. This is natural agate stones. Inside, they give you 3 additional stones in case you were to ever lose a stone.
Oh my goodness.
It can be replaced. The inside has beautiful black velvet. It is an amazing piece. It's small. You're not going to be able to fit a lot of things in there. You could certainly put in a lipstick and maybe your car keys. But it is made for decoration. This is a statement piece bag. You turn it around. It's got that beautiful, rich. It's like in some light it's purplish, in some light it's more burgundy. These agates are beautiful. Again, mined on the western coast. It's getting closer to your size, Rhodey. It's mined on the western coast of India, and this is a beautiful piece. Everything will be included to explain about it, and there it is. Again, another piece I have been holding for a special time, and it clicks forward, it clicks closed, it has a long chain. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well done.
It is. It's a beautiful piece. It's more than just a purse. It's a piece of art. Thank you so much, Gary. Talking about art.
Yeah, let's combine one of the most famous names of all time with some Las Vegas history.
Let's do it.
This
Faberge.
is Faberge.
Of course, my bucket list, I don't even know what you call it, Holy Grail, and it's quite ambitious, is to find a Faberge egg in the wild.
Never know.
I know that's a little bit ambitious.
You never know.
But you never know. But I found this.
So this, I'm going to take it out very gently.
Thank you.
Is from the turn of the century, Millennium 2000, New Year's Eve, from the Desert Inn here in Las Vegas.
This was a very expensive gift that was given out to the high rollers. And what else does it say on there?
It's got all the history on the back there. Talks about the enameled gold imperial Easter egg, 1885.
And it comes with this card. It's Faberge's Imperial Collection. It just gives you a history of Faberge, Carl Faberge, and it just is absolutely amazing.
So this is marked on the back, Faberge, Limoges, France. So you're talking about Vegas, Russia, France,
Faberge,
all these iconic
Limoges,
names.
The Desert Inn.
I know the Desert Inn is gone, so you'll never see this again. These are very rare. When they go up online, they sell for quite a bit of money. And this has got the original packaging.
It's amazing.
The Faberge logo on the box.
And it actually has the original box.
If you collect Faberge, even if you don't care about the Vegas aspect, if you display that on an easel, It's just a Faberge egg plate, and that's incredible in its own right.
It is. It's gorgeous. And it's Limoges.
Limoges.
Limoges. I love Limoges.
C'est si bon.
C'est si bon. It's heavy.
Oui.
It's quality. And it's beautiful. Beautiful.
How do you say, what does je ne sais quoi translate to in English?
I don't know.
All right, I'll ask someone else. It's one of my long-term jokes.
All right, this next piece is amazing.
Oh.
Look at this. This is
her.
too precious for words.
Forest folk.
This is We Forest Folk. It's the name of the collection. It is hand-signed by the artist Annette Peterson. There's her AP signature on the bottom. She couldn't get her whole name on that little tiny base. It's from 1984, and this little mouse figure is named Prudence Pie Maker.
Aww.
She's holding a little pie. Look at her little rosy cheeks. And right on her back is the date and Annette Peterson's name.
You know what I feel like eating now?
Pie.
Well, certainly not mouse.
Ooh. She's absolutely adorable.
She really is.
Absolutely so cute. And she's got her original box and her little like grassy stuffing stuff inside to keep her nice and safe. So let's leave her there. But she needs a friend. She absolutely needs a friend. And she's got one.
Now, we are selling these separately.
They are separate.
But they would make a lovely pair.
They really would. So also from We Forest Folk.
And this is the perfect time of year for this.
1984. Signed on the bottom by Annette Peterson. It is, I'll let you hold him up. He is Peter's pumpkin.
Aww.
Look at his little pumpkin. He is precious.
You put them together, and all I want right now is pumpkin pie.
Well, that's probably what she's holding. She probably took one of the other pumpkins and made it.
Look at the pair.
They each have their original box, and they are just absolutely adorable.
Aren't they?
The little faces are just too much.
Mm-hmm.
They are so, so cute. And they are being sold separately, but they would make a great pair. Just saying. I'm just saying. Each one, I should give you a measurement. Remember, they're We Forest Folk. Each one is under 2 inches. Just so adorable. How they get them so well made. And look at the little tail even. Do you see the little tail?
I know, right?
It's too much. Absolutely adorable.
Well, to introduce our last item, I think we should bring in Rhodey herself.
Yes. Let me get our little Prudence Pie Maker.
Aww.
Prudence Pie Maker.
Rhodey says, last but not least, we've got this beautiful hand-painted hedgehog mug.
There it is.
I can only do like 10 words in Rhodey voice at a time.
This is a hand-painted Dolomite Pier 1 hedgehog mug. And
Rhodey approved.
we're doing it because it is a hedgehog mug. So we are going from eclectic to a hedgehog mug.
We got everything at Picker Road.
And it's brand new.
I'm going to show you the bottom here.
Never been used.
Hand-painted Dolomite exclusively for Pier 1 imports. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe.
And it's a hedgehog.
It's gorgeous. It's so much fun. I love that it follows through with the fall colors all the way onto the handle. And look at that face.
We've kind of had a good theme this tonight on this live-ish show because it's kind of going in towards fall.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a lot of the colors represented and a lot of feelings. I mean, you've got you've got Prudence Pie Maker.
Aww.
And Peter's Pumpkin.
Indeed. Now, we have had some really fun items tonight.
We have.
But in addition to these, we've got hundreds of items available on
So much.
pickerroad.com. Everything from Lennox to Disney to
Beautiful handmade ceramics.
pottery and
my God.
antiques. You've got Batosi's. You've got everything.
We've got Batosi.
Mhm.
We've got Batosi.
We have everything you could imagine on there.
Lots of glass.
So you've got several hours because you've got until midnight Pacific time to make purchases, and anything that is registered from when this video premiered till midnight on the same day
Mm-hmm.
will count as a duck in the duck races that we're going to do at the start of our next live. So you want to be there for that. You don't have to be present to win.
You don't.
You'll get an email with your code either way. But if you want to buy one of our brand new treasures from Mexico that we're bringing back,
You're going to want to be there.
You're going to want to be there.
I'm so excited. That show is going to be on Monday, October 7th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's just this coming Monday, so it's only 5 days from now.
That's right. So it's exciting. And we wanted to do it on a Monday because we don't want you to have to wait to see our treasures from Mexico.
Yes, indeed. So you can bank those ducks.
Absolutely. And again, there'll be 2 duck races. And the first duck race is from tonight's show.
3 winners in each duck race.
Exactly.
Too.
So
6 total.
duck races. And everything, the schedule is all on pickerroad.com.
In our community tab.
Easy to see.
We post all the time in there. So, Rhodey, come on back in here.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, for having fun, I hope, enjoying, I hope, all of our eclectic finds and treasures here. I hope you found something that you like and you want. And I hope you just had fun maybe listening to some of the stories.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you always have fun with Rhodey. So thank you guys so much. We will see you on Monday, October 7th. We'll be coming in hot with all of our treasures from Mexico.
Now, of course, it goes without saying, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Picker Road. Give us a like every time we drop a video. Thumbs up. It's totally free. All that does is tell Google you're enjoying it and maybe sends more people our way. And leave comments.
We love it.
Let us know, what was your favorite item that you saw tonight? Did you pick something up? If you're comfortable sharing that, then let us know in the chat, and then the community gets to see and they can congratulate you.
And did something maybe bring back a fond memory? Maybe a family member had it, a parent, or
a camera that took photos of you when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just anything like that. That's what Picker Road is all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's about bringing back wonderful memories and finding these great treasures for ever homes.
Yes, indeed.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this time. And we just want everybody to join the journey.